Hello. How are we doing? Should really put the music on. There we go. Hopefully it's not too loud for you. How's everyone going? How's everyone doing? I think we've got people on board now. But yeah, let me know thoughts regarding CPI. Oh, here come the questions. Hello everyone. Where did I grow up? Cumbria, the Lake District. People think I'm from Morecambe or something, but I'm not. I was in the military though, and I was living down south for about 5, 6 years, and I got a little bit of a southern twang at one point, but I think it's kind of subsiding a little bit. But I don't sound like a northern chav, which is good. You know what I mean? Let's get the party starting, yes. So let's have a little look anyways. By the way, I might drop a little discount link to Learning Crypto Premium if anyone's interested, because last stream I did, everyone wanted it. So there may be one that's kicking on. So, where are we going? What's happening over here? So, if you don't know this, the consensus is 3.3. If this misses, i.e., let's just be honest here, if this comes in at like 3.7 or something daft, it's going to be volatile, I think. The market will do something wobbly. So it'll be fine. But yeah, if you're not yet done so, hit the like button, let the algorithm do its thing. They're getting quieter and quieter, the streams, because I don't think anyone's really interested in CPI as much because it's getting lower, so I probably will start stopping to do them soon. But it depends. If it starts going up again, it might get interesting. We want volatility. Key. Volatility is key. Anyways, what have we got in questions? What do I think of Rocket Pool? Don't see the point of having a token, to be honest with you. Don't know why you don't just use the actual protocol to stake your Ethereums, which kind of makes more sense. Have you heard of Hypercycle? Nope. There's far too many coins out there for my liking these days, so I kind of don't keep up. I do it for my own sanity, though. Because I end up wanting to buy everything. Thanks, Alan. Appreciated. But anyways, what else is happening? Let me know if it's starting to buffer, because it came up with a warning message saying it should be doing something else, but it should be fine. Let's have a look at the settings before I start wobbling and going. Should be alright. Not that I can do, really. Cool, should be fine. But yeah, seems to be alright. The SEC, yeah, the SEC were always going to appeal the XRP case, or Ripple Labs, essentially. Kind of makes more sense, really, if they're going to do it. Right, price action, what we were thinking. 5-minute time frames don't look too glorious at the minute. The dollar might drop a little bit, depending on the results, but we'll see how things go. Should be alright, though. Consumer price index, excluding food and energy, probably rose 2.2% last month. It'll be interesting to see what CPI does today. I think people are getting used to the fact that it's going down. And it might go up quite a bit today. But we'll see. $22 for Sol's pretty easy to find, I think. I was going to buy it at 15, but I bottled it because it went down to 8. I was like, nah, I'm not buying this. Should have just like bought it at $10. Whoopsie daisy. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, $22 is nothing. Like, it's only $24 now. So just be patient. What's the price of Sol? Yeah, 24.5. Yeah, $22 is easy. Just put an order in there and it might hit one night randomly. Wouldn't worry too much about it. So, Bitcoin, what you doing? Right up at levels of interest. Well, I know it's a 5-minute time frame, but there's definite levels up here. This could just, depending on the information that comes out, it might try and run towards 30k. But if it's shit news as well, it might try and do the opposite and run down to where this level was. So we seem to be right in the middle here of something interesting. Let's put a line there. Line up here. So that's kind of where we are with Bitcoin, right in the middle right now. I'll soon tell you. Nearly in the middle. Close enough. Should be fine. Solana could go much lower than 21 as well. It could go to like $18, $15 again very, very easily if it wanted to. Very easily. Whole market could drop 30% if it wants to tomorrow. So just be mindful of that nice bearish bit of news because this is the crypto market. We've not had one of those wobbly drops that we used to get in. So when we think about bull market vibes and stuff, we tend to get nice big corrections as liquidity grabs, and it kind of scares people a little bit, and it's quite funny when it does happen. So just be wary of that. This is why you put little orders in, just in case. Afternoon, Pinky. I think long term, this is like the optimum place to kind of just dollar cost average. I mean, it's accumulation. It has been for the last 8 months for a lot of altcoins. I mean, I know some people are like, oh, you should just wait and just do this, that, and the other, but don't be too greedy, but also have exposure. If you're buying for 6 months and you're putting a tiny amount of your wages in, it's not nowhere near as hard to kind of manage. Whereas a lot of people have this mindset of just going all in at one price, and it's like psychologically it's a lot harder. A lot harder to kind of just manage that because you're thinking, boom, bang, a lot of money's in, and it's like, oh, okay. But little bits at certain prices, much, much easier to manage. Less motion as well. Because everyone thinks you go all in at one point, but you don't. 105 people here, hello. Didn't think I was that popular these days. Seeing as I've like burnt every bridge with every influencer, sorry. Not really. Hit the like button, please, if you're new or if you're just dropping in. Feel free to subscribe if you want to chat. Or if you want to become a member and have a little swanky badge. I don't know, however that works these days. But anyways, let me know what you think in CPI. It's supposed to go up, yes. But it depends on how far it goes up by. If it goes up by, like, say, 3.7, 3.8, people will probably panic a little bit. If it goes to 3.3, it probably just hits expectation and nothing will really happen. But if it comes in lower... But it depends on the information, the data, like even the core inflation rate, you know, this is supposed to remain as it is. So that's really, really positive. So if that remains still, that'd be pretty good. But it's the other stuff that we need to worry about because people flap at that one, whereas the core one, in my opinion, is the best one. But we'll see how it goes. Like, I don't get, yeah. A lot of people forget we're dealing with money. Yeah, I'm obviously going to be wrong at certain points, but some people just pussyfoot around it and just want to say what they want to say. The problem with finance YouTubers is they do videos to get the views, and it doesn't always mean the information is correct because it is getting views. So even though I'm doing price predictions, I'm trying to do it in a method base, basically, like it's a blueprint of what I always do. So people forget that, and people go, well, if I say this number, it's going to make me get more views, but usually that number's bollocks, and it's like, oh god. At least have some tangible elements to it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes when I go back to those videos in the future and see if anything does well or not. Nasdaq's going for a little run, but it's delayed. They're delayed, so I'm not too fussed about those. Energy prices up 20%. Yes, potentially. There's been a lot of bonuses though. For a lot of those companies, so that could be fun. See how much money they've made. I think the energy provider I'm with is so many millions in profit. It's like ridiculous. Could be more than millions, actually. Could be in the billions. Oil holds a 9-month high. Oil could be interesting. Oil's going to start getting more interest soon as it starts to get colder again. So we'll see how things go there. Afternoon Ash. I'm not sure about crude oil, to be honest with you. It kind of, I think it's slowed down quite a bit, to be fair. Energy, there we go. So crude oil, still 83-ish. So it has been running up a little bit, but it has hit a level of like well, I wouldn't say a sticky point, but we'll see how it goes. Year to date, it's been doing pretty well over the grand scheme of things, but to be fair, pretty range bound. But it might be falling out the range. Oops. But that might get more and more. That might go up. Just due to the fact of the obvious thing. Energy. Hello, hello, hello. So yeah, you might find some reactions with gas and oil and energy equivalents when it starts getting colder. Depends on Ukraine as well. And Russia. Right, what we're thinking. We're going to see a reaction soon, aren't we? Usually the dollar is the one that goes first. So if the dollar moves, we know what's going to happen. Those three signals on buy and sell. The buy and sell signals are usually lagging. So they usually use lagging indicators such as like a moving average or something like that. So it's I wouldn't want to use those, to be fair. Alright, the dollar's dropping. Quite a bit. Bye. BTC's going up a little bit and coming back down. I should really zoom in actually, shouldn't I? Should make it a little bit more clear. That's fucked up. That's died. It's gone. There we go. Bye-bye. BTC is trying to do something. What's the inflation rate then? Anyone know what it is yet? Is it on Twitter? Or X or whatever we're calling it these days? Elon's little play thing. Oh no, Thibaut Courtois has broken his ACL. Oh dear. There we go. So, CPI 3.2. So it came in better than expected. Core has came down 4.7. Nice. So, that has translated to the dollar doing its thing. Bitcoin trying to do something, and we may get a bit of volatility elsewhere now for a bit. That is decent. So I think core one's the main one, really, we want to worry about. Let me just change the title of this video because I like to do a progressive update. 3.2. Bosh. Pretty decent that, to be fair. Let's see if Bitcoin does something. Probably not. This is where we're like, oh, let's give us a volatility, please. New. So that's a new one there. On the core. So CPI core, whatever that is, it's gone down quite a decent chunk. It's not all fully updated yet. Weird. What was the advert? There's something like them in, I don't know, Dentistix or something daft. Probably some Forex trader or something. I forget that YouTube does random adverts in the middle of things. With no control. But yeah, the core one's really good, 4.7. So core's usually the one that people look out for more than anything, and that's like a better indication of what's actually happening. And the fact that that's going down again is still pretty decent. So it's not too bad. But yeah, it's all pretty much updated now. We're going to Jackson Hole soon. We're going to have a break for interest rate hike decisions, so that's going to be interesting to see what happens on the break of that in the, what do you call it, in September. So yeah, we'll see how things go. And yes, this is below expectations, which is good, but we're not getting any volatility from it, realistically, not yet anyways. I mean, obviously the dollar's dropping, these are delayed, fair enough, but we'll see how the stock market reacts to it in a couple of hours. But the fact that BTC, you know, the crypto market is not doing anything at all, it's kind of a bit boring, really. We're not really following this market at the minute. Kind of sucks. Gold's had a little reaction this morning. The VIX is still 15, which is a bit annoying. It's not looking great right now. The S&P is having its correction. So we'll see if this changes it. Crab. Yep, literally a crab market. Or the kangaroo market, as Bloomberg likes to say. But no, it's looking... Let's be honest here. The fact that they've got the inflation down as quickly as they have is pretty good. The volatility element of it's really like kind of the sour point in crypto, but a lot of people don't want it at the minute. Don't want the volatility. I think that's probably due to ETF information and news and stuff like that. Yeah, I was looking for some movement, to be fair. If you're trading, you're on the lower time frames, literally. You are literally on the 30-minute and below if you want to trade. There's no swing trades. There's no nothing going on at the minute. But no, that is pretty decent news. But let's see what the market does later on. Worst CPI for crypto ever? Probably, yeah. But it depends. It depends if like the US market opens in like an hour's time or so, and then it goes a bit mental because people are looking at the core inflation rate and thinking, oh, this is pretty bullish. And remember, the S&P and the Nasdaq has had a decent correction from its pump, so you never know. It's very much unlikely though. Yeah, to be fair, lower leverage, lower time frames is a game to play at the minute, I think. Swing trades, just nothing happening at all. Even if you're an investor. What's annoying me is like there's people out there on Twitter saying that they're making mega bank on investments, but I'm thinking, so which investments are you buying? Yeah, the stock market is incredible. People forget that. People forget how well this market has done. It's done absolutely. But then again, looking at this correction, Yeah, it has corrected a decent chunk as well. It's down by nearly 2,000. It'll eventually go back up again. Yeah, BTC dominance is absolutely disgusting. I mean, I usually cover it in my Patreon every Friday, but I've hardly done a video because there's just nothing happening. Just boring. But no, it's not moving up enough to take notice of it realistically. BlackRock, yeah. If BlackRock and other ETFs get rejected, yes, it may create a bit of volatility. It may smash the market a little bit. But also, on the other hand, if it gets approved, it might send it to the other side of the other side of the bloody market, really. So you got to be careful. Like, this is why I say to people, be exposed, but like always have money just in case you need to buy more. But always, because you don't want to buy higher. Like the thing like with BlackRock, it is a ticking time bomb. Let's be fair. It is like it could go off at any point. So if it does, fair enough. But there's a lot of people out there that want to get much lower orders, but the longer Bitcoin remains up here, the less likely that's going to happen by the sounds of it, because we're not moving. There's normally some sort of sign or signal that you're going to see, oh, it's going to go lower, but it's not ideal right now. It's a bit bland, a bit boring. But it could be a lot worse, let's be fair here. Let's see what Bloomberg is saying now. Right in line with estimates. Pretty positive. Dollar is weaker after report, another sign that the market is still taking data as dovish so far. Afternoon. A lot of people think that the ETFs are going to go online at the same time. That would be absolute chaos if that happened, by the way. Imagine that, like 5 ETFs just go live. You'd be like, oh my god, what's happening? It'd be chaos. I don't think that'll happen though. I can't see the SEC approving any of them. They've got a bee in the bonnet about crypto, and they're gonna approve an ETF with BlackRock. It just doesn't make sense, does it, when you think about it? Thinking, hold on a minute. Or are the SEC trying to clear shop to allow it to happen? It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Like, why are all the interest all of a sudden? Why are they going after certain things? Why are they trying to sort things out before? This was before the news came out that they were looking into an application. Then obviously the applications came out, thinking, oh my god, it's like chaos. It's like why? It makes you wonder. An ETF would mean you could buy through a UK potentially. I don't know about that. It depends if they're going to be put in the retail space. If it's going to be institution first, then it'll obviously be retail side of it. I don't know how it'll work. But maybe in the future, yes. Maybe after a bit of bedding in period, it might well happen. But it depends if it's going to be US only, or if it's going to be like, obviously, like trading 212 malarkey, putting it in your ISA. Be interesting if it was. That'd be one way to get your ISA balance up if you're good at trading crypto. But let's just get them online first before we start planning about ISAs. Be nice though. I wouldn't worry too much about the BTC dominance right now. It's a lagging indicator. So the S&P just went rump, and so is the Nasdaq, and Bitcoin's going down. Lovely jubbly. Just what we want. Not. But you gotta remember as well, the BTC market is very much it's nowhere near in tune with the S&P around. Nowhere near. It's not even remotely interested in it. So yeah, good news means market pumps to the upside. Obvious reasons on the traditional market. For crypto, it means just do whatever the hell you want, which is always fun. If anyone is interested, bear with me. If I press further, where is the link? Give me a link. If anyone wants Learning Crypto Premium, for 50% off on the annual, put in that code. The only reason why I'm saying that is because I've got a load of codes that I need to use up by the end of tonight, and we're closing the Telegram because we don't use it. So if you want the annual, because I did this offer, a week ago, for 50% off for the annual. A load of people bought it, and a load of people wanted it, and a lot of people moaned in my live stream asking for it again. So there's one more chance if you want it. You don't have to, obviously, but 50% off, it's like 60 quid for the year. Bargain. It's £15 a month normally, so you're basically getting 4 months for the whole year. Bargains, if anyone is interested, but I thought I'd just put it on there. Because last time, a lot of people moaned about it. It's like, okay, fair enough. One more chance, use. You watch people watching the replay, be like, oh, quickly, can I get it? What do you get? You get everything. You get all the courses. You get daily videos from myself or Gaz. You get live streams. You get market continuation. You get market trades. You get a degen room. You get a discounted, what do you call it? No, you don't. You get a premium Discord as well. So you get all kinds of stuff. The code area is when you press the buy button. So if you go to the WOP website, bear with me, I shall show thee. So if you go to WOP, press the year button, go to subscribe, and then you'll have a promo code. And then if you put in Telegram like Thor, voila, Bosch, bargains. So yeah, won't be hanging around forever because I don't like to put it that low because it is ridiculous, to be fair. But yeah, I think the time now is to learn. Like, I've said it before, I said it on my Twitter, like, learning. Like, the more you know, the better you are. And if you can make your own wealth by learning or understanding the basics. Because I think the problem with crypto is a lot of people come in late and they, like, scramble when the prices go up. But obviously, you guys are obviously here, so it's pretty good. It includes Discord. There's a premium platform, which I'll show you, bear with me, which is this. So this is the premium platform. All the stuff that you can get, there's loads of shit. And then you get Discord as well. So there's 2. Bargain. And then you got people that are selling their own stuff for like £130 a month. And like, how much? Excuse me? Say again? Crazy. Yeah, you enter it in the checkout. Like most things. Oh wow, look at all the kettle crisps. Sorry, the only reason why I say that is because it's the only crisps I can eat these days. It's really annoying. I'm lactose free and I can't eat yeast neither. Most crisps have yeast in it. And milk flavourings. Really annoying. But anyways, I want to wrap up now because the prices are not moving, which is really irritating. Bitcoin went up and down and back to where it was. However, the US market, when's it opening? Ooh, soon-ish. 45 minutes. So it may get a bit of volatility, but I very much doubt it. So you might be all right going back to trading again soon because it looks like the volatility is kind of passing realistically. I think crypto market is just not doing anything. It's absolutely shocking. So yeah, I'll be back soon. Probably a video tomorrow at some point. Maybe, I don't know yet. We'll see. Because there's not a lot to talk about. There's no point wasting a video. I did a video on bloody Tuesday or whatever day it was, and I did BNB price analysis. And BNB videos just do not do very well at all. I'm not the only one by the looks of it. That makes you wonder, doesn't it? But yeah, have fun, everyone. I'll be back again soon for a live stream. At least on Monday, I'll be back for a live stream. I didn't do a one this week because of CPI for obvious reasons. And there was nothing to talk about on Monday because nothing's happening. But yeah, appreciate everyone coming out. If you're new, subscribe or whatever, so you can catch me on the next one.